Hi, it's your boy Biggest Z, and I'm right here with our very own biggest dude in town. A businessman. I don't want to introduce him. I just want him to tell us about himself. So, what's your name?
My name's CEO Tonero Ventures, but my real name is Working Anthony, but popularly known as CEO Tonero Ventures.
What do you do for a living?
I'm into so many business, like I'm into fashion stuff like boutique.
Okay.
We started with boutique. And firstly, when I got it as in entered into business, I started with communication.
Okay,
boutique.
communication.
Yeah, that was
wow.
2003. Yeah, 2003.
When you mean communication, do you mean like making of calls?
Making of
calls.
Wow,
wow.
Yeah.
Phone booth.
Phone booth then with 3310.
10. Nokia, I remember.
3310, which was I bought my SIM card then with I think about 11,005 or so.
Wow.
So we started from there. So immediately I got into boutique business when I was in the year 2006.
Okay.
Immediately I lost my dad. Then I was in 100 level.
Okay.
So I just decided because the life was very tough, so you have to use your brain. So I was selling for my guys in school, moved from hostel to hostels.
Yeah, mobile. Okay.
We started from the house.
Okay.
So before we got to at least you know the story now. So I was the first person, like the issue as a whole. The first person as an hero as a whole. First person to have a boutique business.
Yes.
Full time.
I can tell you that.
I owned the first shop then 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first shop. So after then, the boutique started moving from Mira. We moved on to Epoma. From Epoma, the name started spreading to Tonero collection. So from there, we now enter hotel business. So we are in the hotel business. If you come to Opoji Road, you see the hotel. There after Imudiame, by your right, there's a signboard. By your left, Tonero Hotels. Yes. So you see it. So from there, we are into properties too.
You do properties too?
Yeah, that's where the money is. That's where the money is. When you say properties, that's where the money is. If you want to invest, call us.
Okay.
We will always answer you as far as this land is concerned.
So I also want to know, like, how do you've called a whole lot of things, like you're into fashion, that's boutique stuff, you're into hotel, you're into real estate. So how are you able to manage all these things, having family and all that stuff? How do you
anything you are doing in life is not really easy. It has to be tough because many challenges, especially the financial aspect of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the biggest one. That's the biggest challenges. So if you don't really have people on ground, because you can't do it alone, you have to have people on ground that can always assist you.
Of course.
And all that, especially when you are not from, maybe your dad is not Dangote or whatever, or Gososakomo, you know the story.
Yeah.
So you have to have some people on ground that can always help you, maybe when you call for help.
Okay.
And all that. So it does not be easy. Even getting workers to work with you, it's not easy. Like what we are facing in Nation Land. Getting people to work with you is very hard.
Yeah.
So I know that. So God that really helped me out. So we have been managing it. So you have some people in the shop. Like me, I have 2 boutiques which I'm managing. So my wife is handling one. I have the one.
So where are these boutiques?
This one is opposite Bello Car Wash now. The one at Tirua now. Okay. So the other one is opposite TC Fella, Epoma, Tonero.
Okay.
So there. So where the hotel, the location of the hotel. So we have workers. So you can be in the shop now. Somebody will just call you for property. So you have to leave the shop. If you don't have workers around, so you can't do it all alone.
Exactly.
So if you want to move forward, you must have somebody working. You must have people working for you.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but what we are facing in Nation Land, you hardly have people working for you these days, because nobody wants to work. Everybody just want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So that's just it. That's what we are facing.
Look at the old stuff. You have a hotel and a boutique. So I really want to know, like, what really inspired you to to set up this boutique and all that stuff?
And actually, when you say what inspire me, you mean you have people you were actually looking up to in life. I have a boss, my mentor actually.
Okay.
He stays in Abuja. He's an engineer then, which is the engineer of stocks. Aneto. He's my mentor actually. I got my inspiration from him actually. So his younger brother is actually my childhood friend.
Oh, okay.
So he's my mentor. So when we were really growing up, so I got some things which I was actually learning from him and all that. So and other people, which if I want to
mention them, it take time.
So it will take time. So I guess so. So we have even Junior Shaken too.
Okay.
So he's one of my mentors too. And I have Honorable Felix too.
Okay.
People, but in business, you actually have people backing you up.
True.
Like guys that are there for you. If I want to mention names down,
I understand. Yeah.
So we have Mr. CEO, we have Opoji Fexon, we have Akos, Next, Denzamani, Sector, many. So we have them. So they are all my guys.
That's
so
true.
they are always there for me when it comes to, let's help the business and all that. So
where do you see Tonero conglomerate in the next 5 years? Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years from now?
Like what I see in the next 5 years is going to be big, because with God on my side, that's why I have life. God God will take me far, will take me to a higher level.
Yes,
because I say with God all things are possible. Exactly. Actually. So because we are working, it's like I'm just a kind of person working on my retirement now.
Yeah.
Because I hardly enjoy myself. I got more. Let's say I eat 5% out of my 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I'm managing for myself now, actually. So in life it's good to invest now. Then later you enjoy it than to enjoy it now, and later you will not see anything. So if you understand what I'm saying very well, like you know me around, you know what I'm saying. I can't go into details because camera is around. You must not show everything on cameras.
Exactly.
And so I'm just trying to throw a light on the issue. That's all.
So I want you to just a word of advice for those people that are watching you. Like there are a lot of persons that are like, okay, I want to be like Tonero, because for decades you've been keeping it real. They've never been a scandal. They'll say you went to do something like this, and it has always been positivity all along. So what's your word of advice for those that are watching and looking up to you?
A word of advice for young guys, especially the guys, because especially it gets to a place where a man, you will have to carry your own cross, because especially when you have a family, nobody will care for you.
Exactly.
The only time someone will care for you is when you are calling for somebody for business, not calling somebody, I beg, give me money, I want to use and chop. No, nobody will answer you. And if you have money today, try and invest it so that in the next 2-3 years you should have something to hold on to when life is tough, because the life is not always sweet. We doing business today, we always have difficult time, because being a businessman, now you the hear and pass, you understand. So it's actually not very easy. If you are working in a government firm today, at the end of the month you get your pay, whether you didn't come, but at the end of the month you're going to get your pay. But working as a self-employed, as a businessman, you have workers. At the end of the month they will tell you, oh God, you've not paid us. How you pay them is none of their business.
Exactly.
So that's why if you have something doing, if you have some cash in your hand, try and invest it. If you are not a business oriented, if you want to go into property, just get some good properties and leave them like 2-3 years. You say you can be doing another thing. Then when you go to other things, and there are people that need money to invest, you can invest on them. They give you percentage at the end of the year. So you go in, your money go into their business, they give you percentage. People are like that. Like if you have that kind of cash, you want to go into business, you can come to me. I'll tell you how you use the money. So that's it. We collect money from people, we give them percentage. That's just all. Thank you, my brothers.
That's a whole lot. So it's actually been a whole motivations. It's been really educative. It's been mind-blowing, because having Tonero is always somebody that it gives you a lot of things to go back to. You understand? So that's what it is today. It's with your boy Biggest Z, OJ me baby. That's what's up. OJ me baby.